Hello and welcome back to yet another Let's Play channel. I'm Vic, and here we are, as promised. We're going to start off with the newest Frogwares Sherlock Holmes title. Going to go back in time and check out young boy band Sherlock and his apparent antics with a flintlock, looks like, and someone named John who isn't Watson. Let's get into it. John steals bad photos. Make sure the frame is turned white before shooting. John steals bad... What does he do with bad photos? Does he sell them to Sherlock's detractors? Oh, I think we're not going to be in London.
Ginger, that's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
Thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Travelling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
Ah, that's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not stand in your way.
Ah, at last. I'm quite ready to get off this cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together.
He's carrying. I guess he doesn't have Watson to carry for him. Looks like Sherlock might have been a bit of a dandy in his youth. Not thrilled about the frame rate. I thought it was supposed to be pinned to 60. Took him a long time to cross that courtyard. If you get tired of crossing Cordona on foot, use a rickshaw so that somebody else can cross it on foot for you. Pressing any button.
Hey, Sherry, come on.
All right,
up.
then.
Yes, yes.
Hello, game. Are you going to join us today? Oh, I have to use WSDA to move around? And I use left mouse button to interact with objects?
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
Can you imagine putting tiles outside? The maintenance must be extravagant. There's Markiplier. Got lost on his way back from Unisonus. What a bizarre accoutrement. He's got a wallet chain on one hand, but then the wallet itself is on the other hand. We can't even interact with any of these other people, so
Sherlock, don't get
Shut
lost
up.
in this huge garden.
You already said that.
Follow the sound of my voice.
Welcome to Il Palazzo de Lusso, sir.
Alright, so I think the island of
Welcome to
Cordona,
Il Palazzo di Lusso, sir. We just need your signature.
I think it might be in Italy.
Would you kindly sign these papers, sir?
There you are.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221 prepared for you. I see it was reserved for 2 people. Would you like a second key?
Oh, no, I think we'll stick together.
Very good. Rooms are upstairs, sir. Welcome to Cordona.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room.
Did we get
There's a balcony with a
Did we get 2 beds, John? Or, well, we got 2 beds. Right? Up we go. This hotel sure is fancy. 229. Alright, so it's this way-ish.
Those are the sharp eyes of a man with a bright mind. Almost like mine.
A bit of a dandy and a bit self-absorbed.
Whoa. What a breathtaking man.
Sherlock, do we need to have a talk about something? 225. Maybe I did not take the short way. At least we're going to be close to the bar. I think that might be important. Hey, hey! See, this is the kind of statue I want to have for my yard. They put their tiles inside and their statues outside. Hey, you're blocking the door to my room.
I apologize, sir, but your room is not yet ready. Perhaps, in the meantime, you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight, the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Let's check what they have on offer.
Marlin ceviche is what they have on offer. Oh, hi, John. What do you have to
Let's
say?
check what they have on offer.
Oh, that was you saying that. Was this the foyer? That could be ceviche.
Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
What? That guy just teleports around when I'm not looking.
Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
Why would you not say something new when I come up to you? Incredible Luca Chalici? Friend of spirits. I don't get on very well with mediums. With media. Or I guess I won't get along well with them in the future. This whole time travel thing is tricky. And I haven't watched Red Dwarf very recently, so I'm not schooled up on my time travel grammar. So where do we find the what's-it? Now we're back in the lobby. John, go tell that man to get our room
Hey,
ready.
Sherry. Just our luck.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was looking for. I don't have access to my anything yet.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
I do like that, actually. Get me one of those.
If seafood's not to your
Nope,
taste,
not gonna get me one.
Everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
That's a bear. And those are pomegranates. And those are ladies. What am I supposed to be doing right now? We're not off to a very good start, are we?
Hey, Sherry. Just
Say
our
something new, please. Please. Can I go in here? I can't go in here. And I can't interact with the warp field there.
Your room is upstairs, sir. Number 221.
Is it ready for me yet? Maybe if I take the long way around again. How do you suppose fezzes came to be accepted hats? They're useless. They don't have a brim. They can't keep the sun off your face. They just like perch up there and look like a truncated cone because that's what they are. And he's still standing there. We are really, really not off to a good start. What if I go in here? No. I just noticed that he's got one sleeve turned up and one not turned up. Are you a Final Fantasy, Sherlock? Is that why your costume is all strappy and asymmetrical? I don't play Final Fantasy anymore. Square forgot how to make good games. They started repackaging good games as bad games to compensate for their failure. I am salty tonight. Ooh, dark rituals at the graveyard. And so right after I turned the corner, I saw him, the necromancer. He started to nervously look around, but I quickly hid behind a gravestone. Common sense told me to run, but my duty to you, my readers, was more important than the risk to my own life. Luckily, the vampire did not notice me and continued his devilish ritual. He raised a woman from her grave and ordered her to kill 2 men who were close by. Then they kissed and made unholy love in her freshly unearthed coffin. It lasted for hours, but when the moon became low in the sky, they turned into bats and flew away. I managed to obtain a few photographs of the victims. Unfortunately, these were confiscated by the police. I want those photographs. I'm also impressed that this individual is both a necromancer and a vampire and a... Are you still a necrophiliac if you raise them for the dead before you make unholy love with them? I'm gonna go with yes. Because, I mean, they're still dead. But it does kind of change the flavor a bit, I guess. Somebody just left their cane and handkerchief there. Watson, I'm bored. Let's go back to London and bother our landlady. Doesn't that sound like more fun than hanging out in a hotel lobby and being told I can't go in my room? I was not prepared to just talk a bunch of nonsense while I waited for the game to proceed so early on. I don't hardly even have any game to riff on or anything.
Perhaps in the meantime you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Well, I tried to eat the ceviche, but instead my questionably hetero for the moment mate interrupted me. Is the floor flat, or is it made of stacked cubes? I know, I'm reaching. Nope, still can't interact with the ceviche. Are there more things that I need to pick up off of tables? Is that what... Oh. Oh. I can look at people. Alright. What do you have to say about this person? Not a damn thing. I suppose there's nothing left to observe, really. I guess the nice thing about this is it helps us pick out the people that might be potentially interesting. So does that mean I can talk to you? What do you have to say? You have nothing to say, and I can't look at you anymore. Can I talk to this feller? I cannot. Oh, he only gets highlighted when I'm far away. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll go look at some more people. Maybe we need to look at the guy that's blocking our way. Are you doing a heckin' subterfuge on me? Not helpful. Was beaten recently. Can't talk to you either. Why can't I talk to any of these interesting people? Also, does everyone get highlighted if I look at them? I think everyone might get highlighted if I look properly. Yep. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so it wasn't that it tells me who's important and who's not. It's just that I need to... Suffering from cirrhosis. I like this much better than the last one we did. In terms of the examining people. Except... has scurvy. Oof. Can I talk to you? No. Dehydrated. Can't interact with those. Was beaten recently. There are a lot of beatings going around. Nighthawk. What's a nighthawk? Can't go out there to bother those people. What about you? Those are ladies. I don't know how to talk to them. But maybe I should try anyway, right? Back pains. How about you? You look like an interesting sort. Secret society member. I'd like to pick your pocket. I've been playing this game for 15 minutes and I haven't got a goddamn thing done. I can go behind the desk. And this guy doesn't even care. More Nighthawks. Blind in the left eye. Another secret society member. Why? Where's the thing that I'm supposed to be doing right now? I can interact with the damn sign. Oh my god.
Medium, John, haven't we been through this already?
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
Why did I have to get so close to it?
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a séance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
Well, that's rather subjective, I think.
Come now, Sherry, what did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
I've decided that John is my lover. So that was an interesting little confrontation between the rationalist
Okay, time to check if John found us a nice table for the evening.
and the postmodernist, although I think we are a little early in history for postmodernism. But I could be mistaken. Hey, John,
Sherry, I'm over here with my new Ursine companion.
somebody's already sitting here, bruh.
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
Are we gonna rub our feet together under the table? Because I think that's a little forward for this era.
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Deliver it to him? Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look.
Yeah, they definitely are. I have to hold to
The
inspect
cane is made
now.
of ebony. It's worn uncared for and bears the scars of numerous hits. A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow, perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows, or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place. The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner. All right. I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
So we open the casebook and we go to pin evidence. And now we can ask people about it. So this is another new thing, I guess.
Pardon, monsieur, but I am not in the mood to talk.
Well, how about if I swat you with this cane a few times? Then will you be ready to talk? Ladies, have you...
Is this familiar to you?
Of course. Stop me when you've had enough.
There were 3 people at the table, a couple and a retired Navy officer. Observers weren't sure what happened to the couple, but the Navy officer was seen going out to the front garden for some air. I have to find him.
Well, even with your keen senses, Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
And would you be confident enough to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
Perhaps it'll be... Well, if we're going to bet on it, what's the wager? That was the joke I was going to make. Press Q to concentrate. Yep, we learned about that already. So, can I pin all of the evidence? How's this? Apparently, I've pinned whatever I'm going to pin. Nope. Nope. What do we got here? Nope. What about you? No. Retired military officer, maybe. There aren't exactly a lot of people out here. I'm thinking you. I'm thinking incorrectly. Harms animals. Jeez. Well, is that it? None of these people are the one that I'm looking for.
May I ask for your assistance?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
The Navy officer, Mr. Rhodes, was sitting at our table with the noble couple. The men talked about yachting, and the lady was fidgeting with the cane. Perhaps she put it aside and her husband forgot to take it when they went to meet the medium. Now I have a perfect excuse to enter the seance room.
Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
I'm more of a
just
brandy.
Going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
So we're just trying to get our way into the seance, right? It's over this way, I think. What do you have to say this time?
Come on, if you hurry, perhaps we'll see the ghost.
We're not going to see the ghost.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! Do you even know who I am? Hey, boy! That's my cane!
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made...
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Get ready for a rude response. Why is this a thing? Why can't I just mouse, huh? So, I still have to... Does it tell me if it's the good one?
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything I needed to know. I was after a strong, middle-aged man with a keen interest in adventure, noble blood, and affection for strong drink. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. That's me, Lord Andrew Craven. You are the real medium. You hear that, Emma? Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this.
Do I get to ask both? I'm gonna bet
How
that
does
I
a
do.
priceless diamond become the subject of a séance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Rajah, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty, and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
You insist the medium robbed you during the séance. But what occurred exactly?
It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands, as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Ah, yes. Common in the spiritualist trade, and quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the diamond was gone.
Stay here, and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
OBKB. So, now I learn how to highlight interactive things so that I don't have to walk right up to the damn sign. I can interact with my boy toy?
Ooh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Yep, too bad you missed the ghost, am I right? So we got some some spiritualist paint. We got some green goo. And what do you have to say for yourself?
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
Not resolved yet.
This hefty chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall. Could one man even lift it?
It
At
looks
Cambridge,
probable.
I was captain of the rugby team. It was no place for weaklings.
Yeah, okay.
What happened here?
I don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
Alright. On that note, we are all out of time for episode 1. Come back and see me again in episode 2, and we will question this man further and find out what happened to that diamond. Talk to you soon.